Welcome to Retirement Key Radio with Abe Abish.
Well, this year marks the 50th anniversary of one of the most famous quotes in history.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Houston, we have a problem. That was Jim Lovell, commander of the ill-fated Apollo 13 moon mission. And since that scary day back in 1970, Abe, that phrase has become a very popular way of announcing any unexpected problem. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like a weird virus that shuts down an economy. That's an unexpected problem for sure. Thanks to some incredible work by the men and women at NASA, the Apollo crew members made it home safely, and the space agency eventually recovered from near disaster. But Abe, how confident are you that we're going to recover from this coronavirus thing and get our financial lives back on course again?
I'm very confident, Kristen. I'm very confident that the economy and markets will recover and will rebound and be stronger than ever, just like after 2008, just like after the tech bubble, and just like after a war and different things. It's kind of like a similar situation and something that just took us all off guard. But I do believe there will be many companies that will come out of this, new companies, and that will be with us for the rest of our lives, that are born just from this crisis. And I do believe we will recover and be stronger than ever. It's just a matter of when. Okay. Right? It's just a matter of how long that will take.
We want to know when that's going to happen. And I know you don't know the answer to that.
Right. I don't think it will be a quick recovery because I think this has a potential to be worse than 2008 as far as the damage done financially to the economy. And I think here in the second and third quarter of 2020, we're going to find out a lot of the damage that's going to be done to businesses that don't make it. We'll find out truly, how many people become unemployed.
Which those numbers are already staggering. So
they are.
Then you're looking at what businesses, small businesses, survive this, what big businesses survive this. There's so many things to look at. But Abe, at the end of the day, we can't control any of that.
We can't control that. We can only control what we can control, and that's the way we save and invest and plan. And so we just helped a lady who is in Florida, and she's in Naples, Florida. She retired there, used to live in the Northern Virginia area, and still listens to our show from Florida. And she is 65, and she was actually part of this crisis in that she got laid off from her job in February when all this happened, right in the middle of it happening. She had a sales position and earned pretty good living and was planning on working another 2 years, but she's 65 now, so she might be forced into retirement this year, and she's not really actively looking because she knows she was at the tail end of her career anyways. But she has about $600,000 saved in addition to a couple of properties and some rental income, some annuity income. And she had lost some money in this downturn in her company's 401k, and then just recently transferred money to a big insurance company. And remembered our show and had listened to it in the past and called in and wanted to get a second opinion from us. And then she actually sent me what someone was proposing for her, and it was a variable annuity contract. Glad she sent it over because this lady is very low on the risk tolerance scale. And she is a 2 or 3 on our scale of 1 to 10, which is pretty darn conservative, meaning that 70 to 80% of her her investments, she wants to have safe with downside protection and no market losses, maybe some growth and the opportunity for upside growth without those losses. That the protection and preservation for her is even more important than a loss, because we all know, if we can earn 30% on the market, we can lose it as well, as many people just did this last month. So she moved money over to a big insurance company, and she's been kind of getting pressured by somebody to move forward with this. And she sent over to me what the proposal was, and it was, come to find out, a variable annuity contract, which can go down, will go down when the markets go down, and typically have high fees. So I said, hey, don't sign anything. Let's finish putting our retirement income plan together for you so you can get a true second opinion, and so you truly know what you're signing over there. Then come to find out the rest of her portfolio, some of the rest of her portfolio were in 2 fixed annuities. Now, fixed annuities haven't lost any money in this downturn, but they aren't earning too much either. One of her fixed annuities is earning about 1%, and one of them is earning about 2%. Now, you might say, well, 1 and 2% sounds great to me when, my stocks are down 10, 15, 20.
Right.
And that's true in a downturn, but when the market turns back around, if we're just getting 1 to 2% on some of our retirement dollars, that's not going to even be enough to keep up with inflation and won't generate much income at all, right?
Okay.
1% of $200,000 is just $2,000 a year. And if you were to take more money out of your account than that, well, your balance will start going backwards. So what I proposed was something that can increase the upside potential for her, give her more potential upside return long term, with the option for guaranteed lifetime income, because she's going to probably need income starting this year. She's 65. Gotcha. She's got about $600,000 saved.
Was forced to retire earlier than she had hoped.
Right. She can start Social Security this year, although she was planning on waiting till full retirement age next year. She's got some rental income in. She's got a loan that's being paid back to her. So she's got some different streams, but she needed several $1,000s more a month to be generated from her portfolio, and she did not know how to do that. And she did not know how to put everything together. Hence, she came to us for a second opinion and a complimentary retirement income plan put together for her. And this is the way that we're going to help her out, several different ways.
There are so many different options with retirement, and right now, many of us are unsure about what's best in so many areas of our lives. One thing that you can always be sure of is that it's better for you to be more hands-on and have more control over your financial future, and you do have that. Connect anytime at retirementkeyradio.com. Now, Abe, you were mentioning that she had to leave the workforce earlier than expected. If people listening today are getting a, air quote, early retirement forced on them, you are here to be a resource and help them through some decisions they are facing that are a big deal right now.
Absolutely. Kristen, for the most part, we only work with people that are 55 to 75. So if you're 60, in your early 60s, late 60s, early 70s, and you've just gotten laid off and you're planning on working another year or two, it's quite possible that you have saved what you need saved for retirement, and it might not be a bad thing. And so if you've just recently got furloughed, laid off, and you want to talk about what your options are, a lot of things change when we're not with our employers anymore. Benefits, life insurance and 401ks hanging out there in the cloud. So it's a great time, even if you've got a steady job, just to review your current portfolio, see if your risk tolerance matches up with how you're invested. A lot of good reasons to review your whole plan right now.
Find out more at retirementkeyradio.com.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Abraham Abish is licensed in your state, please call 571-577-9968. Abish Financial Services is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Abraham Abish, NPM number 770-3575.